The SEAL commander entered Forward Operations Base Raptor, expecting routine evening maintenance reports. But instead his attention shifted as soon as he heard the metallic rhythmic sound of a heavy weapon bolt cycling. And when he turned toward the armory, he found someone he didn't recognize sitting on the floor in perfect posture, cleaning a Barrett.50 1.50 BMG rifle with the kind of attention normally reserved for religious ceremony. She wasn't rushed. She wasn't distracted. She wasn't proving anything. She was simply working, methodical, controlled, and disciplined. Her uniform name tape read Keen. Her sleeves were pushed up, revealing forearms marked with old scars and training burns, and next to her lay a laminated ballistic reference card, a Kestrel wind meter, suppressor sleeve, adjustable bipod, and 2 boxes of Raufoss MK-211 armor-piercing incendiary rounds. Rounds only issued to operators with high clearance and high accuracy confirmation. The commander stood quietly for several seconds, studying her body language, her breathing steady, grip precise, eyes scanning every component for carbon buildup or microfractures. Nothing about her posture resembled a rookie. Nothing resembled insecurity. She looked like someone who had done this in tents, helicopters, abandoned buildings, and foxholes more times than she could count. Finally, she spoke without looking up. "Sir, if you're waiting for me to stand, it'll be another 18 minutes. Barrel's not clean yet." Her tone wasn't disrespect. It was clarity. The commander introduced himself formally and then noticed something carved by hand into the rifle's upper receiver. 3,247 meters confirmed. He paused, recalculating everything he had assumed. He'd heard rumors of a female operator with a record-breaking long-distance engagement, but he dismissed it as exaggerated morale talk, until now. Slowly, he crouched near her and asked, quietly, "That number real?" She nodded once. "Observed, confirmed, legally recorded. Helmand Province. High-value target. Hard wind cross. Took 3 calculations. 1 shot." She didn't sound proud. She sounded tired of repeating it. Over the next weeks, Maya became part of the task force's overwatch element. She wasn't loud, social, or eager to impress. She was the type who took her meals alone, memorized terrain maps, reread firing reports, recalculated wind drift charts, and tested laser rangefinders until operators joked she knew the environment better than the locals. She trained with calm discipline, not speed. She shot slowly, measured her breathing, adjusted dope charts by millimeters, and expected everyone around her to understand that long-range shooting wasn't about pulling a trigger. It was about environmental control, body stillness, psychological quiet, and the refusal to rush. Some operators doubted her, not because she was a woman, but because snipers are judged only by results, not rumors. And then the mission came that would erase every remaining doubt. A joint SEAL and Marine force was tasked with capturing a militant bomb maker who controlled a network responsible for over 50 U.S. casualties. Recon drones spotted his convoy entering a mountainous region with fortified overwatch positions, choke points, and layered sniper nests. It was, tactically speaking, a trap, and within 20 minutes of insertion, contact erupted. Enemy snipers cut off the team's mobility. Machine gun fire forced them into defilade. Every movement risked exposure. The commander called for long-range overwatch, and Maya responded instantly. No hesitation, no adrenaline spike, no panic. She collected her rifle, range card, Kestrel meter, and crawled forward almost 50 meters ahead of the nearest position, staying low, using depressions in the ground like stepping stones. She reached a rock formation, set the bipod, checked wind speed. 11.4 miles per hour crosswind, variable direction. She adjusted her scope by 4 mils left, 1.7 elevation. She slowed her breathing. The first target, enemy sniper, was barely visible. Only a sliver of suppressed muzzle flash through camouflage netting. Maya indexed, stabilized, and fired. The recoil absorbed into her shoulder pad. The round left the barrel at 2,800 feet per second, and 2 seconds later the hostile position went silent. No celebración. No comment. She shifted. Found second sniper. New elevation. New wind shift. Another shot. Down. Then she located the machine gun nest pinning the Marines, roughly 1,900 meters away, protected by rock and sandbags. She switched ammunition type to armor-piercing incendiary and waited 5 seconds for micro-wind changes to stabilize. She fired. The first round struck the sandbag wall, weakening it. The second penetrated the gunner. The third eliminated the assistant. The Marines moved. The battle shifted. But the mission wasn't done. The high-value target was fleeing in a pickup truck, accelerating across uneven rocky terrain, making a long-range shot nearly impossible for average operators. Maya wasn't average. She tracked the movement through scope reticle, measured vehicle speed, compensated for angle, wind, thermal mirage distortion, and Coriolis effect. Then she waited, not for the perfect moment, but for the mathematically inevitable one. When it lined up, she exhaled, fired. The round traveled over 2 miles through shifting mountain air, and 4 seconds later the truck rolled to a stop. Mission complete. The Marines and SEALs later said the battlefield felt like it had been controlled by an invisible presence, someone who turned chaos into order. Back at base, Maya cleaned her rifle again with the same calm routine she always used. No one interrupted her this time. The SEAL commander approached and placed a mission patch beside her, saying only, "No one here doubts you anymore." She didn't smile. She simply nodded. Good. Doubt wastes time. And the room stayed silent because everyone understood that some warriors don't need volume, recognition, or applause. They need only a rifle, a mission, and the chance to bring their people home alive. Over the following weeks, Maya's operational role expanded, integrating not just sniper overwatch, but advanced reconnaissance, terrain analysis, and joint target assessment with drone operators. She spent hours cross-referencing intelligence feeds with real-time satellite imagery, analyzing line of sight, elevation angles, and potential escape vectors, calculating kill zones, and minimizing friendly exposure. The SEAL commander noticed that her presence alone reshaped planning. Operators adjusted insertion points, approached objectives differently, and moved with precision they hadn't demonstrated before, understanding instinctively that Maya's capabilities extended far beyond a single rifle. During one training simulation in a mountainous mock combat zone, she observed 3 teams engaging multiple moving targets, all under simulated suppression fire. Within 10 minutes, she quietly adjusted firing angles on simulated drones, corrected a miscalculation in wind drift for one squad's 1,200-meter shot, and instructed a junior sniper to change his point of impact, not with loud commands, but with precise, measured guidance that saved simulated lives. By the end, the exercise had transformed into a demonstration of integrated sharpshooter-led strategy. Even the drone operators admitted she had elevated the unit's operational efficiency beyond their previous experience. As operational days lengthened, she continued routine maintenance on her rifle daily, often in the middle of night shifts, calculating corrosion risks from temperature and humidity shifts, checking barrel integrity with bore scopes, and logging adjustments in mission-ready digital logs. Operators often wondered if she slept at all. Yet when missions arose, her precision never wavered. Her calm, methodical approach allowed teams to push deeper into hostile territory with confidence, knowing that any obstacle in range was within her control. On a particularly harsh insertion in a desert valley, insurgents had fortified a ridge with automatic rifles, heavy machine guns, and a reinforced compound overlooking a narrow pass. Maya deployed without hesitation, crawling over sand, rock, and sparse cover, setting her rifle and calculating everything down to sub-mil adjustments for wind gusts exceeding 12 miles per hour. She eliminated targets sequentially, cleared the ridge, and enabled the SEAL team to advance with 0 casualties. Her actions later confirmed via drone feed. That evening, as she cleaned her Barrett once more, the commander quietly remarked, "You operate like a force multiplier, not just a sniper." She simply replied, "I don't multiply force. I reduce uncertainty. That's the job."